So whenever I go on forums and I watch, I look up anime stuff, every now and then I always see some kind of controversy between Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. And it's always that Naruto's better than Dragon Ball Z is better than Naruto. Well, I want to kind of touch on that, and I want to explain why I personally believe Dragon Ball Z is better than Naruto. Now, I do understand that everyone has their own thoughts and opinions, and as humans and as people, we are all entitled to our own thoughts and opinions, unless you're a ginger. I'm joking about that, by the way. Back to the matter at hand. The reason why I believe, and I kind of look at this as a fact in a way, Dragon Ball Z is better than Naruto. Dragon Ball Z is better than Naruto. Now, before I get into this, actually, I want you to keep in mind that I have seen every episode of Naruto and every episode of Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Z is a true to the core action anime. While Naruto, it tries to mimic that, and they fail. Really, I'm dead. Their show is completely stretched out at this point. And if you look at it now, you'll see that it's lots of flashbacks. If you actually go back and watch Naruto now, you'll see lots and lots of flashbacks. Now, in some cases, flashbacks aren't really a bad thing. If you look, in some cases, flashbacks aren't really a bad thing, but they are bad if you do them too much and if you do them when they're not relevant. If you go back and look at the Neji versus Naruto fight, you'll see that they showed a lot of unnecessary flashbacks that a lot of people did not care about. Back then, they used to show episodes like once every Saturday night. So every night, we'd watch an episode, then we have to wait like a whole week later to catch the next one. We want to catch as much of it as humanly possible. We want to get every bit of action in, every bit of story time in as we possibly can before the next episode of the next week, because we're just going to have to wait another week once that episode ends. Well, then, they were just showing us stuff that had nothing to do with the story. Like, yeah, I like Neji as much as the next guy, but I feel that his fight with Naruto was dragged out way too much. And it was only due to the fact that there was too many flashbacks. And whenever Dragon Ball Z decides to do a flashback or decides to give us some kind of story time, it's not bad because it lasts like probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're back to the action. For instance, this is what Dragon Ball Z is like. And this is what Naruto is like.
Man, I'm feeling so nostalgic now.
Honestly, you're not a kid anymore, so quit bouncing around like that.
Who cares? Come on, it's been forever.
Always rambunctious.
Hey, so where are we going now? I figure the first place we should hit is Ichiraku, right? Huh?
Naruto, is that you?
So as you can see, it's night and day. It's complete night and day. Now, I'm not saying there's absolutely no action in Naruto. I'm not saying that one bit. There is action. There's not enough as it should be. Because at this point, the show is on episode 373 or 74. Why is it still going on this long? The thing about Naruto is that it doesn't know when to stop. Dragon Ball Z at least knew when to stop their show. They knew when enough was enough, and they knew when to cut it out. GT was still relatively good. To me, it was good at least. I mean, a lot of people may look at GT and be like, "Oh, it was a waste. This is terrible." I like GT. I can honestly say that I liked GT. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty decent. It was decent at best. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. I liked it. It could have been better, but I'm not complaining. All Naruto really does is talk. Flashbacks. There is fighting, just not enough. It needs more fighting. I guarantee if they did like a remastered version of Naruto where they actually included lots of fights, people would be excited. People would freak out about it, and it would be on the same level as Dragon Ball Z, because as of now, Naruto's nowhere near on the same level. And I'm talking about in terms of the show. I'm not talking about the manga. I just feel like if it had more fighting, it'd be up to par. And I don't hate Naruto. I think Naruto's a good show. It's pretty good. I like the concept behind it. I like the characters. I like Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke. I love Madara. Madara's like probably my favorite character. And I mean actually Madara, not Toby or Obito, I meant to say, whatever his name is. So I do believe that the show's good. It's just not as good as it could be. And it just needs more action. Because as we watch this as kids, and all we want to see is people bang. We want to see kunais clash. We want to see people getting beat up, people getting fucked up to the extreme. That's what we want to see as kids. Because when we watched a lot of this stuff, we were kids. Now, yeah, there are grown-ups that watch Naruto, which nothing wrong with that. I watch Dragon Ball Z to this day, and I'm about to be 20 years old. There's nothing wrong with watching these shows as you're older, but I mean, a lot of us watched it as kids because it's just when we picked up the show, and all we really want to see is just fighting. Think about the time when you were like 6 years old and you were watching like Dragon Ball Z or One Piece or whatever you were watching at the time. What did you want to see? Did you want to hear story time, random flashbacks that have nothing to do with the story? Do you want to see fighting? I wanted to see fighting. I mean, I don't know. We're all different, but I think that the majority wanted to see fighting. And there's not, like I said, nothing wrong with story time. You know, I'm a huge fan of like, you know, I'm a huge fan of series that really go in depth in the story. And if you don't believe me, I mean, I play Metal Gear, so that should be good enough. Because anyone who's played Metal Gear, you'll know that it's like one big movie basically. Nothing but major flashbacks, and I like that. I like that in the game. It's just sometimes you do it too much, and it's like, whoa, chill out. Now, mind you, Dragon Ball Z does have its flaws. It's not the best anime ever. I mean, if you go back and look at, like with Naruto, Jesus. When you go look at Goku. When you go look at Goku versus Majin Buu, that whole episode when it first started was Goku powering up, Super Saiyan 3, power. That's all he was doing, was just evolving. And there is an excuse for that because Goku never really fought in Super Saiyan 3 at the time. He only transformed into it. So that was our first time seeing it. So of course he was learning the kinks. A kid got mowed down. He was still learning the Super Saiyan 3 form, so of course it's going to take him a super long time to transform into it. But still, and that's not even the first time they've ever done that. There have been plenty of episodes of Dragon Ball Z where there's just nothing but charging and charging. It's like, oh my goodness, can you just transform already? Like, Jesus. And, I mean, now, when they do that sometimes, I will admit it is pretty cool. I do like to see them transform, but sometimes it is a bit much.
Bruh.
That was sick. So there's lots of charging that goes on in Dragon Ball Z. Like I said, no show is perfect. They all have their flaws. But I do ultimately believe that Dragon Ball Z is a better show, a better anime than Naruto because there's more fighting. There's better dialogue, less flashbacks, and when they do flashbacks, they do them right. So I do believe Naruto can take some tips from Dragon Ball Z because Dragon Ball Z, to me, it's better. And I think everybody who's seen every episode of each show should be able to understand that. So thank you for watching this. Let me know what you think is a better anime. Like I said, we're all entitled to our own thoughts and opinions. So if you think Naruto's better than Dragon Ball Z, it's okay. But just me personally, I do believe that Dragon Ball Z is much better than Naruto. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button, and I will catch you in the next one. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.